Block 1. Seneca Choice Filter. Have you ever found yourself standing in front of an open refrigerator, paralyzed by the sheer number of options? Or scrolling endlessly through a streaming service, so overwhelmed by choice that you end up watching nothing at all? This isn't a personal failing, it's a modern epidemic. It's called decision fatigue, and it's the silent thief of your mental energy, your focus, and your potential. Every single day, we are bombarded by a tsunami of choices. From the trivial, what to wear, which email to open first, what to eat for lunch, to the monumental. Each one, no matter how small, chips away at our finite cognitive resources. By the time a truly important decision lands on our desk, our brains are already running on fumes, making us more likely to be impulsive, avoidant, or simply make a poor choice. But what if I told you there was a 2,000-year-old operating system for the human mind designed to solve this exact problem? An ancient hack developed by one of history's greatest thinkers to cut through the noise and reclaim your most valuable asset, your mental peace. This isn't a new app or a trendy productivity technique. This is the wisdom of Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, and his revolutionary framework we can call the choice filter. Seneca lived in the heart of the Roman Empire, a world of political intrigue, social pressure, and constant demands. He understood that a cluttered mind is an ineffective mind. He knew that true power and freedom didn't come from having endless options, but from having the wisdom to choose the options and discard the rest without a second thought. The choice filter is a systematic method for evaluating and prioritizing decisions based on a few profound Stoic principles, allowing you to conserve your mental energy for the battles that truly matter. It's about transforming your brain from a cluttered inbox into a streamlined, high-performance machine. So, how does it work? The filter consists of 3 primary layers, 3 critical questions you must ask of any choice that presents itself. The first and most fundamental layer is the cornerstone of all Stoic thought, the dichotomy of control. Before you invest a single ounce of energy into a decision, you must ask, is this truly within my control? We waste an astonishing amount of cognitive bandwidth worrying about, analyzing, and agonizing over things we have absolutely no power to influence. The stock market's fluctuations, what other people think of us, the traffic on our commute, the global news cycle. Seneca would argue that engaging with these things isn't just unproductive, it's a form of self-inflicted mental punishment. Your energy is a precious, non-renewable resource. Spending it on the uncontrollable is like pouring water into a sieve. The filter teaches you to immediately identify and discard these choices. The choice isn't, how do I stop the rain? The choice is, do I bring an umbrella? You focus exclusively on your own actions, your own responses, your own mindset. This first layer alone can eliminate more than half of the mental clutter you experience on a daily basis. Once a decision passes through the first layer, once you've confirmed it is, in fact, something you can influence, it hits the second layer of the filter, virtue. Now, virtue can sound like a stuffy, old-fashioned word, but in Stoicism, it's intensely practical. It simply means, does this choice align with the person I want to be? Does it reflect my highest self and my core values? This is where you must do a little bit of work up front to define your personal virtue metrics. What principles guide your life? Honesty, courage, discipline, compassion, justice? Write them down. These become the unshakable pillars of your decision-making process. When faced with a choice, you hold it up against these values. For instance, you're offered a chance to get ahead at work, but it involves slightly bending the truth. Your virtue metric of honesty immediately screams no. The decision is made instantly. There's no agonizing, no pros and cons list. The filter does the work. Or perhaps you have the choice between a comfortable night on the sofa and a difficult but necessary conversation with a loved one. Your value of courage or compassion makes the choice for you. This layer transforms your values from vague ideals into an active operational guidance system. It removes the emotional turmoil and the mental gymnastics, simplifying the complex into the clear. The third and final layer of the filter is impact and intent. Here you ask, is this decision truly significant, or is it a triviality in disguise? Seneca was a master of distinguishing between the essential and the non-essential. Our modern world is a factory for trivial choices designed to steal our attention and drain our willpower. Which font should I use in this email? Which of the 50 nearly identical brands of olive oil should I buy? Which photo filter best captures this moment? The choice filter teaches you to recognize these cognitive traps for what they are. For these low-impact decisions, the goal is not to make the choice, but to make a choice as quickly as possible. Or even better, to eliminate the choice altogether. This is where strategies like automation and simplification come in. Create a personal uniform for workdays, like Steve Jobs did, to eliminate the daily what-to-wear debate. Plan your meals for the week on Sunday, so you're not burning brain power on it every night. Set firm boundaries. A boundary is a pre-made decision. I do not check work emails after 7 p.m. By doing this, you're not just managing your time, you are proactively protecting your mind. You are building a fortress against the onslaught of the insignificant. By filtering out the pebbles, you create the space, time, and energy to move the boulders, the high-impact decisions that truly shape your life and career. This is the ultimate promise of Seneca's choice filter. Not a life free from difficult choices, but a life where you have the full, undivided power of your mind ready to meet them. It's about reclaiming your focus, living with intention, and achieving a state of tranquil clarity, even in the middle of a storm.